Hi guys, welcome to A Cumbrian Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. Following on from my last video, which was just a walk due to me having a bad back, we are back out wild camping once again. Just behind me you can see Watendlath town. We've just crossed a lovely little footbridge from the National Trust car park there. Up there is High Tove, where I did a wild camp with the Bewley brothers. If you scroll down a few videos you'll be able to see that. And we've got some lovely autumnal colours around Watendlath town. And I've got two absolute living legends with me today. And when I say living legends, I mean living legends. The one and only Adam in the Wild and Jordy Bear.
Oh, yes, sir.
And we are heading up a lovely little fell that has been on my list for quite a while. We're going up Grange Fell. Like I say, we've parked at Watendlath National Trust car park. So we don't have a great walk to get there. I think we've got just shy of 200 metres in ascent to get there. So come with us, we're going to set off, we're going to walk the trails, get out in the wilds, and as always I'll bring you back along the way to show you the beautiful views of the Lake District as they open up. So come on, let's go. We are just up that first little bit of an incline, and it was fairly steep to be honest. So we are just taking 2 minutes to have a little bit of a rest and do a bit of filming. Just see the tail end of the town there in the car park where we've parked. Lovely autumnal colours now, absolutely stunning. It's a little bit difficult to tell by the map, but it could be that summit in front of us there or just over there. We're not quite too sure yet. So while we're having a bit of a break, we're going to check OS Maps. Big shout out to OS Maps, you know where it's at, link in description. Yes, yeah, available for sponsorship, OS Maps, if you're interested. No, you won't be, will you? No. Now, despite using my trekking poles for my TerraNova Northern Lite 2, which I'm in tonight again, I've actually resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to need to start using trekking poles all the time while I'm walking. I am a little bit older than most of the guys I go camping with, and the girls as well. So it's going to take a lot of pain off my knees and my hips as I'm ascending the fells. So I managed to get myself some Lecky Legacies. I got them in Rathbones in Keswick. They should have been £80, but they're doing a pair for £72, so I saved myself £8 there, which is alright. We have covered some good distance in a very short space of time, and we are just at the bottom of the final ascent to Grange Fell. As you can see, we're well out of the valley that we set off in, and we've got some beautiful mountainous views all around us. Despite it being overcast, it's actually quite tranquil. There's a lovely cooling breeze, and obviously we are off the back of Storm Babette, so the walk up here has been very wet underfoot indeed, but we are hoping to get a reasonably dry pitch once we get to the top. The original plan today was to do a hammock camp. Because the weather was so unpredictable to forecast through the week, right up until this morning it was looking pretty dodgy on top of the fells, but Adam was in Buttermere last night, so go and check his video out. I'll put a link in description to Adam's channel, of course. But yeah, Adam messaged me this morning and he's like, "We're going up a fell, mate." I'm like, yes we are. Yes we are. Yeah, this is just the very bottom of the final ascent, so it should not be too long at all before we tap that summit. So it turns out that peak that we were at the bottom of was actually a false summit. That is not the summit for the destination, that is a little bit further on. But despite it being quite short and steep, we have covered some good distance. We have lost the view of the town, but once again we've got some beautiful mountains around us. I think that's High Tove up there somewhere. We do have a little bit of respite, a little bit of flat, and one of these two peaks in front of us is Grange Fell, our summit destination for tonight's wild camp, and I'm really looking forward to getting there. Like I say, this one's been on the tick off list for a little while, and tonight is the perfect opportunity for it. OS Maps has thrown us a wee bit of a curveball here. We're walking towards Grange Fell and all of a sudden it's shown us past it. We double back and then it shows it to our right, so we've got main map out and we're back on proper trail now. See there the route we've taken, we just come over the hump of that. A cracking view of Castle Crag. And you guys know me, Castle Crag is my favourite summit. I love it. It looks absolutely beautiful from here. Some lovely other mountains around us. And we reckon that summit just there is where we're heading. And we've got our first glimpse of Derwent Water and Keswick from up a height as well. Right, definitely this time, let's go and tap that summit cairn. Well, OS Maps, we don't want your sponsorship. You've absolutely sold us a wrong in here. I am not joking you. Like I said before, I was intending on bringing you back right at the summit, but we've consulted Google Maps and a paper map as well, and we are now right at the bottom of the ascent to Grange Fell. Somewhere over there was where we were before. A lovely view just down to the Borrowdale Valley. Just round the peak of that corner is Derwent Water. And we've got a steep one to climb. We've got a little bit of a path here. Or just by that gate we can walk up there. 5 minutes here and then we are definitely summiting Grange Fell, finally. Well, finally, after a few screwballs, thanks to OS Maps, we are almost at the summit of Grange Fell. And when I say almost, I mean literally a metre away from it. There's not much room up here, so we're going to have a scout around for a pitch somewhere away from the summit. But for now, finally, here we go. Adam and Jordy Bear are already there.
In some kind of fashion, yeah.
In some kind of fashion.
Done and bosh it, mate.
There's no summit cairn, so I'm going to find a higher spot and say Grange Fell. Finally done and finally boshed. That being said, we have got some fantastic 360 views, so let's have a look. We'll start looking back the way we came. We've been over all those summits there. Looking back down to Watendlath, where we parked, and we have scouted a path to get back down in the morning as well. Beautiful mountains covered in the burnt orange of the bracken. Keswick and Derwent Water and Bass Lake in distance. Got Cat Bells just there, and Maiden Moor is just there somewhere. That's where myself and Camping Dan and the Mooster Man had a fantastic camp and had an amazing sunrise at morning as well. So if you scroll down, you'll be able to check that video out as well. Just look at the colour of that bracken down there. That is beautiful, man. So yeah, we're looking down here. There's definitely room down here for a few tents, possibly over there. So for now, we're just going to chill out and take these amazing views in, get the rucksacks off for 10 minutes, possibly smash one beer, why not? And then it's definitely time to go and find ourselves a pitch for the night, so we'll see you then. Right guys, we've found ourselves a pitch. Literally just below the summit of Grange Fell, where we were pointing before. We've just found this lovely little spot. You can see I've got my chair and that out there. Jordy Bear and Adam just sitting chilling, having a beer. We've got High Tove Summit just in the distance there. We've got Cat Bells and Maiden Moor that side. Sun's going down over there. Absolutely beautiful countryside here. Like I say, we're just sat here having a beer, so I'm going to take this opportunity to wish all my viewers and subscribers a big cheers with a Stella. Thank you very much for all the support over the years. It means a lot to me, it really does. Like I say, me and the boys, we just sat here. It's so peaceful. And when I say there's not a breath of wind, there's not a breath of wind, is there, boys?
Not a breath.
There's no noise whatsoever, bar from the odd bird flying past and tweeting and a Cumbrian Yeti spouting a load of rubbish. Jordy Bear passing a arse trumpet. I love camping with these boys. I nearly swore there. I absolutely love camping with these boys. So we are just going to sit here for a little bit longer, just chill out, enjoy the peace and tranquility and the awesome views of the Borrowdale Valley, and then it'll be time to set the tent up. We've been sat out for a couple of hours now, had a couple of beers and a good catch up with the lads, and we're all set up. So we'll have a quick look at mine and the rest of the lads' setups. Back out in the Northern Lite 2 from TerraNova. Got my new trekking poles in. We've got some Stella Artois. Tactical Duck is guarding the Stella Artois. If you know, you know. A couple of bottles of Coke and a Snickers. We've got real Termat beef and potato for tea tonight. And for the first time, I'm trying a real Termat breakfast, which is blueberry and vanilla muesli. I'll not go into too much depth about the inside, but see something even like XT Extreme with the OEX Leviathan EV900 and the usual suspects inside there. Great views out the back of the tent. Absolutely beautiful, starting to get some lovely sunset pastel colours. Adam is in the Nightcat ultralight one-person trekking pole tent, aka
The Pussycat
the
tent.
Pussycat tent. So he's just got his inside stuff to put in there, but almost set up, mate. Eh?
Yeah, it's just the Rab Solar 3 comfort rating of -1. I'm going to purchase the bag you recommended for winter. Leviathan.
OEX Leviathan EV900. Is it the best bag on the market? No, but it goes down to 99 quid in the sales, and for that kind of money, it's a good value winter bag.
With a comfort rating of -12.
Yeah,
for
comfort.
99 quid.
Yeah.
One thing, do you agree with this? And I might actually be able to customise this myself. The mesh droop's a bit too much.
A little bit, yeah.
Do you think it's possible to put something on there?
Potentially. I would first of all try tightening up your side guys on your inner.
Oh yeah.
So you can tighten up your side guys on your pegs, which will pull that a bit taut. I'd maybe give that a go tonight, mate.
See, this is why this man's got the best YouTube channel, and I'm just learning. You know what I mean? I'm just following along like a little puppy.
Never change, mate. I love you, brother. I love you, brother. Right, we've had a look at Adam's setup. Let's go and have a look at Jordy Bear's setup, because he's got to sell a new tent, hasn't he? He's only gone and got himself a no tent. Now, I've seen pictures of these before, but I've never actually seen one set up. So let's have a quick look at it. Look at this. So it's kind of like the Scarp, where you've got a crossing pole, but it's one that runs the full length of its centre. You've got a hooped pole in the middle, which is slightly lower but much wider than the Scarp. Yeah. Similar kind of ventilation on the door, but a much bigger version.
It's two doors.
Got a door either side,
which is what I liked about it.
Oh wow, I've got you.
Well, obviously, if you take this peg out,
It open
you
up
can peg
fully.
it right back to this point.
Yeah.
But like you say, when you've got, if wind's ever going to change, you just need to change the doors.
Yeah.
Which is a good.
It is. Let's have a wee look inside here. Yeah, I've never seen that. Two doors on either side of a hoop pole. Yeah, it's quite a long. What did you say it was? 3 metres long?
Yeah, just short of 3
Just short of 3 metres in length. Yeah. So it's obviously guide out to the side, top and bottom, and you've got a few pegging points here. Yeah, so it is a little bit lower than the Scarp, but the vestibule space is huge.
Downside of it is probably I'm 5'9", and when I'm sat on my sleeping mat,
you can just touch the inside.
I'm just touching inside, but there is, if you come in, there is. I just don't know a way of, tightening them up.
We'll have a look in a minute at that. It's just
Because
sagging a bit on the inside, eh?
It can go higher. I've taught there's straps either side on each corner to sort this bottom out.
Yeah.
Which I've done, but it's just getting them up. There's still a good.
Just a bit of droop, aye.
That could maybe go up further,
yeah. For a mountain tent, just enough room inside for you and your gear, and then you've got a vestibule space that's huge to cook in. Yeah. You've got 2 zip points at either end
you can zip them fully, or you can zip them so it's just mesh, which kind of thinks is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a nice looking tent. She's all set up and ready to go, so we are going to sit down and enjoy the rest of the light, have a few beers and another catch up, and I'll bring you back when it's food time, of course. Right guys, that's me back in my tent, and it's time to go to bed. We've had our food. Sorry I didn't bring you back for that, but you've all seen me eat that so many times, so yeah, it is what it is. Definitely time to go to bed, so enjoy the photos and the drone footage I've got for you overnight, and we'll see you in the morning.
Deep within, here we go, but somehow I'm caught in the middle. Is this the end before we've even begun? Should I work against the flow? A drop in the ocean so endless, reaching for our moments miles above. I just need one. Diving in to all this endless space, falling stars, but still I see you. Sweet escape, a lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part. Swimming in this deep, deep blue. Hold my breath, looking up. Life moves in waves that keeps changing. Catch a glimpse of what was you and me. It's gone again. Sinking in, back on the shore. One foot in front of the other. Close my eyes and feel you hold my hand just like you used to back then. These hopes dance high like sparks before they go out. But in that second, you're still mine. Diving in to all this endless space, falling stars, but still I see you. A sweet escape, a lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part. Swimming in this deep, deep blue. I know I'm floating on this dream, but soon comes morning. For now I'll embrace our wondrous sea. Diving in to all this endless space, falling stars, but still I see you. Sweet escape, a lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part. Swimming in this deep, deep blue. I'm diving.
Good morning, everyone. What a cracking night's sleep. Absolutely still as anything last night. A little bit of rain. I woke up 12:30, 3:30, and just before 6, but managed to get off to sleep again. Just got a few spots hitting the outside of the tent now, but a lovely, still, calm night. Just been having a crack with Adam. He's been up since about 1:30, so quite the opposite to me. So just thinking about getting this real termite breakfast on. I've never had one before, as I mentioned before. I do like the Wayfarers all day breakfast, and I don't think this will fill me up as good as that, but we're going to give it a go. Also, we've been just speaking to Adam about the route back down. We're going to take a slightly different route back down. We're about a quarter of the way is going to be off-piste, and then we should hit a path that will take us right back to the town. Probably the path that we should have taken to get here, to be fair, but as was mentioned yesterday, OS Maps threw us a massive curveball, and it was only looking at a real map that got us back on straight and narrow, that Google Maps. So, right, breakfast time. Right, real termite, blueberry and vanilla muesli, 424 calories. And this one was £6.99. Only took 3 minutes to rehydrate. Like I say, I usually like the Wayfarers all day breakfast, but as I like the real Termat meal so much, I thought I'd give this one a go. Doesn't actually take that much water. She looks as though she's rehydrated pretty good. It's a good thick porridge. Just made with water, but it tastes quite milky. Much better than I thought it was going to be, to be fair. That being said, Adam in the Wild's making bacon butties in his tent, so he's going to sort me out with one of them. So I'm having 2 breakfasts. Yep, I'm liking this. A little bit of condensation inside the tent this morning. But as Adam said in his video, we're coming towards the end of October now, so we're getting the longer nights and it's starting to get towards colder weather, so we can always expect a little bit of condensation. Yep, a good 8 out of 10 for the real Termat blueberry and vanilla muesli. Porridge, crack. Definitely have that again for sure. Nice and filling. Right, I'm going to knock camera off, have my bacon butty from Adam, and then the worst part about camping, actually packing up and getting ready to go home. So we'll see you before we head down the mountain. Well, we're all up. Adam has cooked us bacon and halloumi butty, which was delicious. There's the main man himself with frying pan and butty. Look at that. Are you what?
That's how it's done, mate.
Yep.
Yes, I.
Jordy Bear's just on the start of the clean up. We do keep getting a little spot of rain. I'll show you in a minute, but over in the distance it's misty stroke light rain that's going to be coming this way, so we're looking at getting packed up and off the hill before that hits us. With the dull light we've got some beautiful autumnal colours. I'm hoping the camera's going to pick it up as well as I see it. To be fair, it'll probably come out better in photos, but you can see in distance there what I mean about the mist and rain. So most definitely and unfortunately time to pack up. But before we do that, me and Adam were having a look last night and I spotted these few trees down here. Just there's a few trees. And me being me, fancies that as a wee bit of a hammock camp. So we're marking that one in diary, definitely. Right, packing up time, and we'll see you one more time before we head home. Well, that is us all packed up. The rain has come, so we've all got waterproofs on. We're all ready to go home, unfortunately. Cracking peaceful camp with the lads last night. You can see there, that was where my tent was. My rucksack and my poles, my rubbish bag. That's where Adam's tent was. Rubbish is already in Jordy Bear's rucksack.
No, Adam Bear's.
Adam Bear's rucksack. I'll give you one last little look around from this edge that we've been camping on. The rain has just petered out. Like I say, a lovely peaceful camp, and in those few trees down there we are definitely coming back for a cheeky hammock camp. So as always, thank you very much for clicking on the video and your support through the years. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as me and the lads have. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad.